Before we begin this week's video, I've got new coffees to catch up on. Thank you so much to Kiri Snowfox, Dusk, Wolf, Ordeno, and Pasta Guy for the one-time donation. And thank you so much to Zydex Unicorn for upgrading to the doggy treat tier, and Carnelian Fox, Kai, and Jack Husky all for pitching in the tennis ball tier. Thanks so much, guys. Heyo everyone, Misha B. Barkin here. First and foremost, thank you so much for all my love on the free-for-all video. It was tons of fun to make, and I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Anyways, today was supposed to be a Why Do Furries episode, however that sort of fell through, but luckily my friend Kane the Sergal made a Furry Fandom journey video and tagged me. Anyway, that's today's video. I'd love for you all to play along and answer in the comments as well. So without further ado, let's dive on in. How long have you been a part of the Furry Fandom? I've been in the community since roughly 2017. I've always shown an interest in animal characteristics and such, from Tails and Sonic 2 to Disney's furry creation scheme with the Fox and the Hound and the Lion King. Pokemon's also always been an important part of my life, so I'm sure that didn't help. The first time I heard of furries was in high school, and it was actually in a negative manner and scared me away from the community to start, but eventually we came around. What has changed for you since being in the fandom? Oh man, a lot has changed. I've become much more confident in myself over my time in this community and making content. To be honest, being a furry has done more for my self-confidence than my family ever has. I also discovered that I'm gay, and the community and those around me have been nothing but supportive. I've met some amazing friends and fellow furry creators, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for accepting the fuzziness into my life. Is your main Sona still the same one you started out with? How have they changed? Yep. Misha's always been my main Sona since I joined the furry community. Rascal came on board in 2020 when I won him in a raffle, and has become sort of a character of his own, and a place for me to explore my sexuality and the more adult side of the community. Misha will always be a safe for work character, and I don't feel comfortable using him in any NSFW ways. I want to keep Misha, and by extension this channel and my main Twitter, as a place where minors can subscribe and follow, and feel safe and not worry about seeing anything adult or things like that. However, I am still an adult, and I have adult interests, so using Rascal for that has been wonderful. How integral to your personality is being a furry now? I guess at least a little bit. I wear a lot of graphic tees with animals on them, and I own a lot of subtle furry merch. Not to mention the fact that I literally make content for the community, and part of my income is from that. That being said, I am still a whole person outside of the community, and can filter out the furry stuff around those who won't really care or appreciate it. This isn't to say I'm sanitizing myself or hiding me being a furry. It's just me choosing not to bring it up. It'd be like bringing up football to someone who doesn't really care too much about it. So it's affected my personality to a degree, but not entirely. Has your goals in the fandom shifted since first joining? Yes and no. Outside of the fandom, God yes. Before joining and making content, I've always focused primarily on music and nothing else. In case you're unaware, I play woodwinds at a semi-professional level and have been going to school for it for the past few years. That being said, this was kinda all I did and all I thought I could do. Being a furry and making content has taught me that I can do more, and I found much joy in content creation and making videos for all of you. Around the same time, I realized in terms of music, odds are I'm never gonna be good enough to be a professional performer. This isn't me beating myself up, this is me facing a fact. I don't have the drive or motivation to practice the required amount to be a professional musician, and that's okay. I can do other things, and I have been. As for my goals in the fandom, no. My motivation with this channel and such has always been to help people smile and laugh. Sure, sometimes I make more serious videos, as those are important, but as a whole, I like to make more uplifting and silly videos. I want to be able to provide people a place to escape the world for a brief moment, and to help make them smile, crack a few jokes, and overall be a positive influence in the community. And as a whole, I've been there, where it feels like the world is against you, and you turn to different creators for an escape, and just a bit of happiness or smiles. And to know I can do that for other people means the world to me. Have your fandom inspirations changed since joining the fandom? Yes. Yes, quite a bit. My original inspirations when joining the community was Sky Cabot. That didn't age well. Majira Strawberry, Ravala Wolf, and Beta Eta Delota. Most of my inspirations are actually my friends now. I like Lagovert's chill vibes and dry delivery on some hilarious lines. And on the other side of things, my friend Toby Larone makes some chaotic videos with hilarious crazy jokes. And I still really look up to Beta, but for different reasons than before. You can find similar themes between my videos now and Beta's videos from years ago, and that's no mistake. I love the style of using stills to show emotion, and pictures and videos to help further explain points. I think it's an easy thing to view and look at while still providing information, whether you're watching the video or using it for background noise. Speaking of listening for background noise, hi Wiki, how's the art commissions going? Beta's changed his style and switched to focusing mainly on streaming, and that's okay. While I'm not one for watching live content, I'll still view his videos and pop in from time to time. That being said, I'm still inspired by him. He managed to stick around and provide entertainment and content to his viewers. And talking to him the little bit I have, we both have seemingly similar views and motivations within the fandom. We just want to make people happy and want to provide entertainment for everyone. Best furry experience so far? Honestly, doing the content creation thing and making videos. Worst furry experience so far? Honestly, doing the content creation thing and making videos. Any hot takes in the furry fandom that some may disagree with? Oh boy, here we go. Keep in mind, this is my opinion, and I know this is a very disagreeable one, so if you disagree, that's fine, but adoptables are kind of a scam. Now, let me just preface, people are willing to buy them, so artists making adoptables, go get that bag. However, I I guess I just don't get it. You're selling a bunch of characters that you created on a base in 20 minutes for like $40 to $80 each, and people are buying them? Again, there's a market for it, so why not capitalize on it? I just never understood it personally. Do you think you'll always be a part of the fandom? I think deep down, definitely. I might become less involved, and one day I'll stop making videos, but I think I'll always stick around behind the scenes and such. Age can't get rid of me that easily. How has the furry fandom impacted your life? Oh gosh, where do I begin? I'm definitely much more happy and confident in myself since joining the community. I already touched on it, but it's also helped me look in my own sexuality and realize that I'm gay, and has led me to some of the best friends I could ever ask for. Do you prefer being called by your fursona's name or your real name? Oh, easy. I definitely prefer Misha. My IRL name is really boring and doesn't really fit me personally. I've always kind of had Misha as a nickname since middle school, so it was an easy switch to having a Sona named Misha. And Misha is a pretty normal, tame name, so I'm not out here having people call me Starfang or something like that. Any long-term goals in the fandom? Honestly, I already make videos, made friends, piss off racists, and smoke weed. I don't know what else I could ask for. Do you see the fandom getting better or worse? This one's a bit tough. I think that the community is getting much better. However, if you only focus on the negative, it can feel daunting and can feel like the community is going down the tube. However, I'd almost argue that hearing about the negative and bad people more is a good thing, because it means we're calling them out. We're taking a stand and saying, hey, we don't want people like that in our community. I think sometimes we can be a bit gung-ho with canceling or calling out people, but as a whole, us forcing other furries to take accountability for their mistakes or actions is better for the community. Any advice for newer furries? Honestly, do whatever you feel is right. Be unapologetically you, and surround yourself in wonderful and positive people. This community is what you make of it. If you choose to hang around and follow problematic or toxic people, you're not gonna have a good time. Now, I'm not saying to ignore the negatives, as they're important to address. That being said, don't surround yourself completely in it, and choose those around you carefully, and you'll have a wonderful time in this community. Tag 3 people. Shinzo's already tagged, so I guess I'll tag some other friends. I'll tag Lagovert or Benji, and my friend Cass. They don't make videos, but they can always do a Twitter thread or something. And lastly, why not see if Beta Eta Delota will do it? So we're to the end of the video. I'm gonna be honest, guys, my rent is going up next month, and I'm not getting as many hours as I'd like at my job. So if you'd like to help out and support what I do, you can pledge to my coffee that's down in the description below. Anyways, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!